the sinking of the of the M of the MW of the M of the M of the MW Watcher. The MW Watcher was a great ship at its time, as it's being pulled by the MV Puller, which stands for Mentally Vulnerable Puller. Meanwhile, the MW stands for mentally wounded. As the ship was taken into war into World War I, and then didn't participate in any other war ever again. It now works as a patrol ship. With the SS Puller, with the MV Puller pulling it, nothing bad can go wrong. Nothing can go wrong, right? Wrong. Well, you're wrong. Turns out the MV Puller was actually the MV Puller. The creators of the MV Puller actually found out that the MW Watcher is way too heavy for the tugboat itself. So they had to do one thing. The tugboat was set loose. So then it started to turn night. As the MW Watcher goes for its nightly routine to look for anything unexpected in the water. As it was it was a normal search, right? Well, no. You see, at that time, a creature called the Sea Lurker actually was there. There were many sightings of the Sea Lurker. As he is also a victim to my tablet, since it cannot handle this much gigabytes. They feel something in the water. They can't tell what it is. Then after that, something small appears. And then it charges out of the water. And ambushes the boat. The boat couldn't endure this. However, it was a good thing. However, it was a good thing that the boat was endured by armor. Sadly, sadly the gunsman died because of the ambush. And then however, they said this boat can endure that much damage, right? This boat can endure the damage, right? Well, no. No, wait. With the gunsman dying, the ship was now unprotected. So that means the sea lurker could. So that means something else would ambush aside from the sea lurker. Oh wait, sorry. As the ship was passing by, it felt as something else was coming. But they didn't mind it, so they just docked on the nearest land. Oh my god, why do I keep making this happen? Oh my god, anyways, the ship was held there. The captain knew he had to take a break. He knew. However, what he didn't know was that there was something else that was also hungry. He was hungry, but little did he know, there was also something else that was hungry. He saw something from the darkness. It looks like many little eyes. It turns out what looks like many little eyes was something long, something slender, something long, something hungry. This is entity 1010102 died. actually the first. The captain was the first one to witness what happened. He realized that they were getting closer and closer. He had to back up the ship. But then the power went off. But then the ship had a power outage. As the entity was gonna attack, something else also popped up. Something in the water. Oh my! What in the 7 seas is going on? Ah! No! They're weighing down the ship! Please stop! I'm not going to. Please, I don't want to die. After what he thought, when the ship was almost sunken, he knew he had to do something, but it was too late. But then, the power of the sea did something unexpected. No! No, please! No!
ได้ยินเสียงเด็กไหมครับได้ยินเสียงลูกชายผมไหมครับคุณมีความเห็นอะไรไหมผมคิดถึงเขามากหวังใจได้เราจะช่วยเด็กคนนี้ได้ขอบคุณครับใหม่กลับมาแล้วครับ
However, something wet on the surface.
จะมีคนอยู่ข้างในได้ยังไงฉันเข้าใจความรู้สึกคุณมีอะไรอย่าถามฉันต่อหน้าคนอื่นนะคุณอย่าทำแบบนี้มันน่าก
There's
ลัว
an
นะ
oil barrel. With entity 1029 stuck at the bottom of the ocean, and as the watcher and watching the MW watcher sing, as both say
ทำงานใช้ฉันหายแก้ผ้าเด็กกลับบ้านครับออกไปให้หมดถ้ากล้ากลับมาเจอหน้าที่
Okay, here's the documentation. So the ship was called the MW Watcher. It was a watcher ship that had one gunner. So you're saying the ship went into the territory of the Sea Lurker. Yes. And the gunsman died. Yes. After that an entity on land appeared. After that the captain decided to take a break on the shore. However, he saw what seems to be yellow eyes, but wasn't. It was entity 1029. 1029 went at the shore and then tried to lunge at him, but then another entity called entity 3576 also came out of the water and then grabbed one of its hands. Both entities fought, and after that, entity 3576 decided to plunge out of the water and decide to make a massive jump into the water and then plunge out of it, while also destroying a quarter of the ship in the process, even though it was already sinking. And the captain drowned. Yes. So, here's the question. What were all of those creatures doing there? Like the sea lurker, the entity 1029, and entity 3576. What were they all here? This is the cursed part of the ocean, you know? Really? Yeah. Also, the cursed part of behind you? What are you talking about? Entities always win.